Minecraft is a game most loved by all people. I love it, you know, a little too much, but that's not important. But the thing is, there's one thing in my survival world that I absolutely hate, and I need it to die. And it's a pretty big structure that I have spent more than 5 days or 5 days about working on. You know, this is like, you know, school happened and taking breaks, but I built the majority of this over, haha, he's stuck. I built the majority of this over the course of 5 days. And I hate it. You can see its stature from here, and you can see it's not even. But if you, and you're right, because it's not gonna get any better, and in fact it's only going to get worse. I built this for the sole purpose of cleaning up the ugly mob spawner that's inside of here. It was my first mob spawner ever made. There's a big creeper on it, creeper face on it, so you know, it's a mob spawner. But there's one thing in here that I hate it so much, because it's a successful mob spawner, don't get me wrong, I love it a lot. But it's such an ugly building. I could have did anything else with this space, but I instead chose to build a giant, big, unnecessary building to cover up the ugliness. And I tried, you know, I tried making it better with some hanging lanterns, but it did nothing. It literally is garbage, and I hate every second of it. You know, this thing works. This thing is pretty stable. But it's just that it's so off-centered, and it's so weirdly shaped. And it's so big, like, even the roof doesn't fit it. Even the roof bailed out on me at the last second and said, oh yeah, I forgot, I don't exist. And so, what happened was, now I have this big space I don't know what to do with, and I have this big, ugly tower that I want gone. However, I don't know if I have the guts to do that, because it took most of my cobblestone. And when you have mines that look like this, yeah, it's pretty big. It goes on for like this for a couple of minutes. It takes at least 5 minutes for me just to go in a minecart up and down these mines. Know how much cobble I have. This thing is not filled up with cobble. It's just filled up with stones I use for the stone cutter. But this chest right here used to be filled with cobble. Not even like the little bits of mobs here. It just was filled with cobble. And I had another chest going on here filled with cobble before I sorted it out. And I had more cobble right here. But since this stupid tower took up so much, it wasn't even helpful in the end. It was just a big waste of time. In 5 days, I'm so upset and mad over this thing because it just took so long, and I hate it. And that's not even the worst of my troubles right now. I want to dismantle that thing. Here's what it looks like on the map, right? It's pretty big. This thing right here, this roof, that's how big it is, and it sucks. I can't express how upset I am with the build. So useless. The mining was so tedious. It was so boring. And the fact I had to keep going in for coal and wasting my coal, it was all just a big mess. Oh, let's not forget the creepers that tried killing me in the process of making that thing. I mean, seriously, I thought I was gonna make something this big. You think I would torch the area up? The first couple of days building this thing, I was an idiot, and I was so naive and thought this would only take me a couple of days. Well, shoot, it only took me a couple of days, you know? It's not that big, and it's wrong. It's over 30. This is one of the biggest things I built in survival, and I freaking hate it. Yeah, this thing sucks. I would only keep this thing around for the mob thingy, the mob spawner around for, because, you know, it's actually useful, and I actually do gain some XP out of it. But otherwise, it just sucks. I hate it so much. Nothing isn't gonna... I feel bad for these dogs I stationed here, Minerva and Apollo, because they're guarding literally a waste of my time. I'm not even done with this thing. I stopped halfway over here when I was making the glass, and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure if I like it that much to be able to put in the effort and time to continue finishing it. And what the hell? Why not? I think I'm gonna blow this thing up when I have the guts to do it. Right now, I just don't want to. it's just hiding something ugly. And originally I wanted to put a terracotta creeper so that it looked actually decent. But no, I didn't. So here I am. Yeah, this thing is a thorn in my side ever since it started existing here. Mob spawner, go die.